Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson and welcome to California Life, where every week we bring you the best of California. There's been an outpouring of love from my nephew Dawson Hartwig, who taught us all to love like Dawson.
There is no more devastating pain than that of a parent losing a child. One family that has dealt with this pain in a very public way is San Bernardino County Fire Chief Mark Hartwig and his wife Holly. Their 20-year-old son Dawson tragically died during a trip with friends to Lake Arrowhead. Dawson was a well-liked college student who was known for his positive outlook on life and his love for others.
Let's go! Let's go!
His death was shocking and unexpected and made headlines throughout California. But it was how his family chose to react and remember this promising young man that has gained even more attention.
As we began to mourn and grieve the loss of Dawson, our family couldn't speak a word without talking about the love that Dawson had for us, and then so many others.
Within hours of his death, the hashtag #LoveLikeDawson began spreading on social media. The Love Like Dawson campaign, started by his siblings and friends, became a reflection of Dawson's faith and love for others.
We have this thing that we've been saying, love like Dawson. And when people say love like Dawson, I just think love like Jesus, because that's what Dawson did. He was just a great picture of how Jesus loved people unconditionally and so effortlessly.
Love Like Dawson isn't just a slogan. It's a response to his life and a way of choosing love in every situation. Dawson's love is unconditional. It's loyal, it's forgiving, it's warm, and it's free. They say you can judge someone by their funeral. Over 3,000 people celebrated Dawson's life, where his family spoke of the love Dawson shared.
But he was more than a brother to me. He was a best friend and a role model, and someone I looked up to, literally. I could tell him anything and he would just love me unconditionally. He was the most loving person I've ever known. I think that the best way to describe his love for others is effortless.
When it comes to being a big brother, Dawson had it down. He was kind, loving, protective, funny, and always knew how to put a smile on your face.
As you've heard, Dawson had a huge heart. He was the easygoing, laid-back, peaceful, confident, always quick to make you laugh, the one who just brought a sense of peace to the room. He never had a harsh word for anyone, and he never spoke back to me. He was such a comfort to have around. He would come up and give me a hug when I would least expect it.
Your faith, integrity, and love inspire me to be a better person. I want to live in a way that brings you honor.
And while these have been tough times, Dawson's family has made a conscious effort to love despite the tragedy.
Love is a choice, and the Hartwigs choose to love like Dawson. We will love more, we will love better, and we will love deeper.
And Dawson continues to touch people. An avid guitar player, Dawson's original song is available on iTunes. Dawson had planned on going on a mission trip this summer to Thailand. You can help continue Dawson's desire to reach children around the world by donating to global outreach at the Love Like Dawson Facebook page. Dawson had a heart for others, no matter who they were and where they were from. Today's world could use a lot more unconditional love. Let's love like Dawson. I'm David Wiley for California Life.
California School of the Arts has a new home in the San Gabriel Valley. Here's Kaori Taki with more.
Hey guys, Kaori Taki here at the California School of the Arts at the preview day, talking with some very important people to see what it's all about. After a successful 30 years at the Orange County School of the Arts, a second campus is opening its doors this year.
Currently, we're serving 2,000 students in Orange County. We're now coming to San Gabriel Valley. Our goal is 10 years from now, at least 10,000 students would have this art-centered, life-changing experience.
Award-winning actor and Glee alum Matthew Morrison is also an Orange County School of Arts alum.
I owe so much to this school, and I definitely would not be here if it wasn't for this place.
And this expansion is a wonderful and unique opportunity for artistic students who dream big.
We're bringing something that's proven, we're bringing something that's successful, and we're bringing something that's life-changing to the San Gabriel Valley.
Whichever your area of interest may be, dance, music, theater, or art, the curriculum has a home for you.
I want to be surrounded by people who enjoy music like I do. They can help me improve my skills.
So I've been encouraging a lot of the parents at the school to just check it out. Because a lot of parents are still kind of not sure about it, but I've told them they should come to the previews, they should check it out. It's going to be incredible for our city too.
The school doesn't just train you for the arts, it trains you for a career.
It gives them the confidence, it gives them the self-esteem, it gives them the entrepreneurial experience to be successful regardless of what career path they choose.
So I went to the Orange County School of the Arts, and it literally changed my life. It was the school that gave me the confidence to go out there in the world and to achieve the success that I've had. It gave me, the strength of character to continue that career. It's a special school because, there are a lot of people who are artistic and they wouldn't really fit into a regular high school. They would be outcast. And I feel like a school like this celebrates individualism, and it's just a special breeding ground for creative people.
Building confidence, realizing dreams in an environment that nurtures self-esteem.
I think one major tool that I didn't even know was being instilled in me was confidence, and just to have that confidence was everything.
My only encouragement is to follow your dream, to follow your passion, and if you truly are dedicated to your passion and don't give up on it, you'll achieve whatever you want to achieve.
And so, this is a place where dreams do come true.
Well, when I think about legacy and what I want my life to have stood for, I believe in this place.
At the future California School of the Arts for California Life, I'm Cora Takei. Back to you, Heather.
All right, all you foodies, it's time to check in with Chef Rika for some delicious, tasty treats.
Summertime in Japan, people crave hiyashi chuka, chilled ramen noodles. Rika has several tips to prepare them. Chilled ramen noodles are a summer dish with colorful, healthy toppings and a refreshing sauce made with soy sauce and rice vinegar.
We're going to steam the chicken breast.
Steam it, all right.
But how...
For busy people, she often suggests using a microwave to shorten cooking time.
Like this.
That looks like fun.
Yes, this is very important to do when you steam with the microwave. It's easy to explode.
Oh, you poke it to avoid exploding chicken.
We're going to place these chopsticks right here.
Oh.
And place the chicken breast on top.
Interesting.
Sprinkle the chicken with sake. Lightly cover with plastic wrap and microwave for about 3 minutes. While microwaving, mix the ingredients. When the chicken is hot, tear it apart and dress it with the soy sauce and vinegar mixture. She also adds the juices from the cooked chicken to add umami flavor. She uses quick cooking methods, yet keeps the dishes tasty with extra seasoning. This has attracted many busy people.
We're going to simply put this one in the boiled water, but what's most important is to cook 1 minute longer than it's said on the package.
Really?
Hot ramen noodles are often cooked for less time than indicated on the package. For cold noodle preparation, she recommends cooking longer since the noodles will become more firm when shocked in ice water. Then garnish with colorful toppings and it's done. Quick, easy, simple with great flavor. That's the charm of Rika's Tokyo cuisine.
car manufacturers such as Porsche or Ferrari send one of their priceless, irreplaceable cars halfway around the world to race wheel to wheel in anger at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca? Fortunately, the answer is yes. Welcome to the Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion. The Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion is the largest event of the entire Monterey Car Week, and it's one of the top historic races in the world. Look at this, the very first car to win a race at Laguna Seca in 1957. This is a 1956 Ferrari 500 Testarossa driven by Pete Lovely. Let me tell you how the race unfolded. Lovely's in second place in the 2-liter Ferrari. He's chasing Johnny von Neumann in the more current 2.5-liter Ferrari. Lovely's all over the tail of von Neumann, but he can't get around him. Lovely creates a scheme. He holds back, and on the very last lap, in turn 9, out of nowhere, Lovely catches von Neumann right on his tail. Von Neumann, surprised and a little bit flustered, misses a shift. Lovely goes around. The rest is history. Let me introduce you to Barry Tupke. He's with Scramp, Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. Barry's going to explain to us how a car is scrutinized for this event. Barry, pleasure.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank
you
you
for coming out.
You betcha.
Well, we have over 900 entries for 550 limited grid spots because of the track size and our paddock size. So we look at the authenticity of the car, the historical correctness of it. We don't want modern day stickers on the vehicles. Then they go into the scrutineering process on Tech Lane to make sure that the mechanicals are correct, safety requirements are correct. We want to make sure that the safety of the car and the safety of the driver are paramount. So we check everything on the tires, wheels, everything.
It's really an honor and a privilege to be able to be accepted into this event, am I correct?
It is. A lot of times these cars go for auction later on, and they say the provenance of the car, Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion. So it's kind of fun to see when that happens.
Cool. Barry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. We're extremely fortunate to have the opportunity to drive this lovely Jaguar, especially at the Rolex. I'd like to introduce you to Larry Oka. Larry, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you. Tell us about this important Jaguar to the area, its history, and how you'd like me to drive it this weekend.
Well, I just wanted to get the steering wheel back, but drive the wheels off of it, as the saying goes,
Great.
and have a good time with it.
Yeah.
It is a famous car as far as around here. It raced here in 1963, won races here in 63, 64. It was built by Joe Huffaker for Shell Cavalli, the importer of the Jaguar cars. And it's one of about 4 cars that were built in the United States for racing. So it has a long history. And the announcer that just recently passed away for Laguna Seca Raceway, Larry Albetti, actually owned this car about 1968, if I remember correctly, and raced the car.
With car enthusiasts in abundance, automobile manufacturers seize the opportunity to showcase their latest creations. This year we're celebrating Laguna Seca's 60th anniversary. This is the Racing Through the Decades display. All of these cars have won races at the storied track. We have prototypes, motorcycles, sports cars, Indy cars, you name it. The Rolex is an ideal venue for cars and people to reunite, such is the case with John Morton and the BRE 240Z. What we have is a reunion within a reunion. This is Randy Jaffe.
Hi.
Randy, how are you?
Great, how are you?
John Morton, it's a pleasure.
Well, in 1970, November 29th in 1970, John Morton won the national championship in the C production in the 240Z, which happened to be my birthday. So this was kind of a love affair over many, many years.
John, can you share with us about your season?
Well, it was a mixed season, and we had to win the last two or we weren't going to go to the runoffs.
Right.
And that was asking a lot of a car that had never finished and never won, but we did. We won at Ontario, and then we won again at Phoenix. And the competition was so close that instead of not qualifying, we tied for first. And so we knew we had a real car, and when we went to Atlanta, we got pole. We had the pole and won the race, and the following year we did the same thing.
We literally finished the car last Thursday night. We drove it around the shop, loaded up on a trailer. It was here Friday. John got in the car and drove it on Saturday and was polled 8th out of, I think it was close to 30 people in that race, and repeated that and came in, finished 6th. But we're talking the IMSA class with 935s, 930s, RSRs. I mean, it was the little Dawson that could.
Great stories.
Some good stuff.
John,
thanks.
Appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck this
well,
weekend.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good. Randy?
Thank you, John.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. The cars at the Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion were designed to be driven and raced, not to be mothballed in a museum. This weekend we were privileged to hear engines rip and roar, to smell exhaust and hot brakes, and to witness at speed some of the most marvelous machinery of all time. We'd like to thank Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca and Scramp for facilitating a world-class event. And thank you for watching the Speed Journal.
That'll do it for this episode of California Life. If you missed any part of our show, you can always go to our website, californialifehd.com. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.